Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of May 3rd, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, please take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else watching. And check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, real quick, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead, okay? I already released those readings, and you're welcome to view them at the end of this video. As for this reading, it is a message to you from Source, something that they want you to consider at this time so you can make a decision that is best for you and your life. With all of that said, now let's begin. We are tapping into the Libra collective here, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Libra collective for the week of May 3rd, 2026? Let's get one more shuffle here for you, Libra. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Seven of Wands. What area of your life needs boundaries and protection? At the bottom of the deck, we have Five of Cups. What painful situation in your life are you focused on, and what positive aspects are you not seeing? Okay. Clarify this, please, here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What area of your life needs boundaries and protection? Okay. The Death card came flying out of the deck. Tell me more about this here, please, for Libra this week. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have Death, we have Eight of Cups, and we have the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. Let's begin to clarify. The Death card. Why is that here for Libra this week? Please do not worry. You are not dying this week. The Death card talks about an ending for a new beginning or some type of transformative phase or chapter that you're currently going through. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Death card is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Okay. Eight of Cups. Tell me why the Eight of Cups is here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Eight of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Tower. And why is the King of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The King of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. Wow. It's quite the transformation you've been going through, my friend. For some of you, within the last year or two, your life is just very different today than it was 2 years ago. I also think you're on a path that you did not see coming. So whatever it is here that has ended for you, it looks to be something that was emotionally or financially rewarding. Now, this could be like the end of a long career, a job that you really loved at some point in time, or you had hoped that you would be at for quite some time to come. It certainly could be here within the construct of like a family dynamic. So it's possible for some of you that you have divorced, or you're recently maybe have begun the process of divorce. There's something here that at some point in time you believed was your Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, or had the potential to be. And it looks like we went from Ten of Cups to Five of Cups, and we went from Ten of Pentacles to Five of Pentacles. So there's been a reduction here. And I think as a result, you have become very guarded. I don't think you wear your heart on your sleeve. I think the pendulum swung from one extreme to another. What do I mean by that? The message here that I'm intuitively picking up on, whatever this was here for you, I don't think it was fair and balanced whatsoever. I think you were quite the people pleaser. You probably stayed in it longer than you did, ignored the red flags because you wanted to maintain that Ten of Cups or Ten of Pentacles. However, something here occurred, some type of revelation, some type of shocking transformation occurred here. And I feel like some truth or something was spoken with this Ace of Swords. Or some clarity you had. And we went from being a complete people pleaser to realizing the reality of a situation and that it had to come to an end. And now we've swung in the other direction where we're so guarded and we're so defensive, we don't even want to feel emotion. You've come through this process as the King of Swords, which is your king as an air sign. But the King of Swords can be very cold. The King of Swords oftentimes needs help but does not know how to express it. They don't want to appear to be weak. it's the king of brevity. So sometimes responses that are short aren't necessarily all that sweet. What this experience was supposed to do here was turn you into the emperor, not just the king of swords, not just someone who is cold and short, maybe a little quick-tempered, very guarded, and not allowing themselves to feel emotion. So I kind of think the pendulum swung the wrong way, or I shouldn't say the wrong way, in the complete opposite direction of where you were. And we kind of need to bring you right back into the middle here. So I think with those boundaries, you're too guarded and you're too defensive. And now you have like a trust wound because of whatever happened here. I'm not blaming you for that trust wound. I'm certainly not blaming you for whatever transpired here. But there's something here that in the process of moving forward and moving on from whatever this was, there's something here about you being able to, I feel like you're a little bit fragmented as a result. And it's sort of like Humpty Dumpty, you know, Humpty Dumpty falls off the wall, but I think now we kind of have to put you all back together. And that's your message here this week. What areas of your life need boundaries and protection? You certainly don't want to be a people pleaser. You want to be able to say no. You want to be able to hold the line on that. But you don't want boundaries to turn into 10-foot tall, you know, that are bulletproof structures that don't prevent you to feel again. When I'm looking at when I'm doing a reading and I look at the cards on the table, I look at what's here and I also look at what's not here. And the only cup cards on the table is the Eight of Cups. So there's something here about, there's a need here to return or restore a little bit of softness, some emotion here back into the Libra collective. When we look at the card here for the Five of Cups, this is the Monica Louve deck, L-U-V-E, I believe is her last name. And I'm pretty sure her website is the only place where you can find her deck now. But anyway, we can see that the two cups have spill over. So again, there's some connection here that has come to an end, professional, platonic, or romantic. But look at what's standing, Three Cups. This is quite the opposite of what we typically see in the Five of Cups card. We normally see three cups are spill over and two cups are standing. So there's something here that despite this loss, whatever has left your life or is in the process of leaving your life, and whoever that person has been for you, there are still other connections. There are still other reasons to be happy. There are still other situations, environments, or connections that can be emotionally stimulating and even fulfilling for you, but you kind of have to let them in. And so I think when it comes to your heart space, there's a need here for you to actually let some walls down or let some guard down. And you can find a very nice balance here, I think. I mean, you are the Justice card, which speaks about balance. So this week, Source is just asking you to be honest with yourself. Are you so closed off because of what happened that you're not allowing a little light in? And I think it's time to allow a little light and love into your world. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here. 3 cards of advice here for the Libra collective for the week ahead. It's like you can move forward, but there's something here about not allowing this past experience to harden you. 3 cards of advice here for Libra. 3 cards of advice here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, Libra. We have the Ace of Cups. Well, there you go. A little bit of softening. And that very well could begin by not just necessarily loving other people, but loving yourself, really pouring into yourself and nurturing yourself. It's kind of like restoring your emotional health here. Once your cup is overfloweth, then you'll have enough to share with others. You then have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Sun. And remember what I said, queens exist in the present because they process the past. There's something here about you processing the past experience and deciding, I don't want to come out of this rigid and hard and uncaring or unfeeling. I want to heal what has transpired here so I can be warm and loving. And I think this week it all begins with you, just loving yourself just a little bit more. That'll start to trickle out to the other connections in your life. That is what I have for you, Libra, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that, and be gentle with yourself this week. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.